Okay, before we get started here, this is the Ryobi corded sander. It also does come in cordless. If you are looking for the other Ryobi products, I do have other videos showing unboxing and how to use with a few of the different items that they do sell. This video is not sponsored. It's products that I purchased and I'm just here to show you. So here we go. Hi guys, today is a video of the Ryobi sander, quarter sheet finishing sander kit. So in here there's just a sander with some sandpaper. There's 4 sanding pads. So this video isn't sponsored. It's a product that I needed and I'll be using, so I decided to purchase one and film it for you. There's the sanding pads. This looks like a cover. And here is the sander. It's kind of nice that it comes in a bag. Let's push it aside there. So I'm not really sure why there's a foam part on the bottom, because if you keep watching, you'll see eventually it doesn't take long and it starts ripping apart, especially if it snags in some of the wood or paint or nails or whatever you hit while you're sanding. So just FYI with that. And that's where all the sawdust is it's supposed to go in. Just looks like it just pushes on. Okay, let's see how easy this is to put the sandpaper on. So you're going to want to match it up with the holes. Clips on each side you have to undo. You just undo each side of the clips and you can see there's like a bar there, and so you just lift that up. Put your sandpaper inside. And then just put that back into place. That's the front one, and you can see that it, kind of lines it up. Now we've got to do the back. There we go. Should be good. So we got the sandpaper on. And these are the buttons. I'll show you this way. On, off. I'm going to plug it in now and we can check it out and see how loud it is. So I have to sand my deck off. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but you can see how rough it is. The paint's starting to come off, and we just want to kind of sand it all down. So I'm just going to show you, just using a light sandpaper, what it does. Depending on the different level of sandpaper you use, you could use a coarser one, which would get more of the wood and paint off, or just do what I'm doing and it'll lightly just rub off the paint. Ryobi has many tools you can work with, ones that even are more detailed, that have like a corner that you can get in better. But this works. I was just going to sand some of the paint off, and I had filled some cracks as well, so I'm just kind of smoothing that all out. I just hand sanded the round piece with the rest of the paper that was left on the sander. So if you're wondering what grade of paper this comes with, different levels of sandpaper. So this one is an 80, P80. This is a P60. And this one that I just cut from another paper is a P120. So yeah, now I'm a little bit... I'm going to go try this one out and see how this sounds. Okay, so before I was using a P220, and this was like a really fine sanding paper. Didn't really take off a lot of wood, but it did sand the wood. It just didn't take a whole lot of it off. Just kind of knocked off the paint and sanded it very lightly. And then I also used the P150. So these are just the sanding papers that came with the Ryobi device. So now I'm going to try that P60, the one that also came with it. So if you noticed, I ended up taping this bag on because with the pressure of the wind, it actually pops off when you're using it, and then you kind of have sawdust everywhere. So I wish they would create it where they can put it on, turn it, and it locks on, but no, they don't have that yet. So just use tape to tape it on. Alright, so I'm going to see if this works here. So I have only one of these left. And I know you can buy more of these, but I just had a big piece of sanding paper. So I cut it down to size to kind of fit the same size. And this Ryobi comes with this plate with these little pointer things on. It's supposed to cover your sandpaper on the bottom. So when you're not using it, it's kind of like a little safety store away kind of thing. But I'm going to see if I can put this paper on and poke holes in with this top to create a holey paper, so the sandpaper, when it's sanding, it'll be sucked into the sander and into the sanding bag. So I'm just going to see if this works. So I've already went ahead and removed the sandpaper on the bottom of this, and I'm just going to pop this sandpaper on just by clamping it on the front and in the back, just like that. Wrap it around, and let me decide. I'm going to cut it a little too long. That. Clamp that down. This is probably, hopefully it'll work until I can get back to the store. Maybe. Okay, so let's see here if I can punch some holes into the sander. That should work. Cool. And I can get back to sanding. Yep, that works. So this little sander does come in quite handy. I did like it. It worked really good for what I needed it to sand. Again, you can buy different levels of sandpaper that will help your job out on what you need. And yeah, I don't know, it had like a rubber grip handle, so it doesn't really slip out of your hands. But I wish the back part on the bag would lock in place so it didn't fly off without taping it. Now they do have two options. I purchased the corded one. You can purchase the battery operated one if you like. So yeah, it's not very heavy, and like I said, it's pretty nice. This wasn't sponsored. It's a product that I purchased. And what else? That's probably about it. But if you want to check out some other products, unboxing, and just showing how it works, check out my channel. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.